love, not afraid to bring it up. We laugh when times are rough. Our love is enough to carry us through. You bring me roses on a Tuesday, kiss me at the red light. We both like to walk down in Shelby Park. You hold my head at bedtime, you know my favorite wine. This is why we work, why it's you and I.
Hey everybody, we are on 77 South, headed towards Asheville. We're going to Lake Greenwood State Park for the weekend. We just left a Harvest Host. It was Yadkin Valley Heritage Center. Not real big, but plenty of parking for Harvest Host. Looked like they had about 5, maybe 6 spots there. Nice place. They had, we didn't use it, but they had at least 2 different spots. They had 50 amp hookup. There was water available. Nice place that's relatively level. The other nice thing is tiny little town called Elkin, North Carolina. Heather will show you some of the video here around the town, but a small little sleepy town like you would expect in North Carolina, close to Mount Airy, and then a lot of people know Mount Airy as Mayberry. A lot of nice little restaurants there. We had breakfast this morning. I can't remember the name of the place, but right across from the Heritage Center. There was at least 5 or 6 restaurants in town. It wasn't very big. It is 2.5 miles or so off of 77, right below the 81-77 split. So we're headed south. It's race weekend, so we would typically just stay on 77 and go all the way down to where we were headed. But with race weekend in Charlotte, we're going to avoid that mess going down and coming back. So we're going to jump on 40 here, swing over to Asheville, catch 26, and go down to a town called 96, South Carolina. So should be a fun weekend, long weekend. We got some friends we're camping with. Pups are in the back. Heather's next to me. So we'll see what's going on.
Sunday night.
You got plenty of room, plenty of access to get big rigs back here. The top of the campground is wide. Trees are cleared. When you get to the actual campground, you got Campground 1 and Campground 2. Campground 1, you can get a big rig in there, boy, it's tight. And it is, like I mentioned before, it is not level at all. Campground 2, much bigger, wide open, very small as far as sight. But you see some bigger rigs in there. But again, it's not going to be level either. They do have some shelters, some yurts, your dump station, your trash, picnic areas along the lake. One thing I do want to call out is pretty big lake. I don't know how big it is, but there's a Lake Greenwood RV resort or motor coach resort on the other side of the lake. I think we're going to try to maybe check that out next year. We're going to take a ride over there sometime this weekend, take a look at it. Looks pretty nice, what you'd expect. It's going to be A's and Super C only. I believe they have a year limit on that as well. I think it's 15 years. That stuff doesn't really matter to me as long as I got a little bit more space and can get level. So we're gonna check that out. So I wouldn't say no to this area. I just would say no, in my opinion. We will say no to this campground itself. So taking you inside the store here, show you what's going on at the store. Got firewood for sale, little exhibit, take a look at. Firewood's $8 a bundle.
Each side it's got 3 different sides, so it's like a foot shape side. What was it called? Yeah, it's like pyramid, right? Well, actually, I'm not sure exactly what this is.
Got a deck out here, a patio, place to enjoy. There's the beginning of the lake, or at least this part of the lake. A lot of boats out there, a lot of people out there fishing. You can see on the other side there's a lot of communities that dot the area in a map around this lake. Like I said, Lake Greenwood Motor Coach Resort's out there somewhere. I believe it's on the north end of this lake. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I'm pretty sure that's where it's at. We got some. And one of the things I mentioned is that it was 1530 amp and water and no sewer. As I'm riding around, I'm seeing that there's a lot more sites with sewer here than what I didn't think there was any, to be honest with you. Even some of the ones down by the lake have sewer, so not all of them do, but looks like half of them do. So you might want to check into that if you're coming this way and it's something you need. Good morning, how y'all doing? These ones closest to the lake don't look to have them, and that's where we're at. But everything away from the lake, which is typical at state parks and federal parks, when you get close to the water, they'll stay away from the sewer for obvious reasons.
Okay, let's go. I'm chasing dreams, I'm chasing light. Pushing boundaries, taking flight. I keep my head high, never look back. Oh, no stopping now, I'm on the rise. I'm versatile,
here in Greenwood, South Carolina. This came from Southern Soul on Maine. So Heather had to taste of some soul food. They're open 4 days a week, buffet style. They're gonna have everything you would see on a basically soul food menu, right? So this is Sunday after church. So they had fried fish, fried pork chops, fried chicken. Basically, you know how it is down south, right? They fry everything. Collard greens and cabbage, macaroni and cheese, really good macaroni and cheese. Peach cobbler was on the menu, so a lot of good stuff. They're open 4 days a week, so if you're ever in Greenwood, everything's prepared by a couple that owns this place, and then their sisters that work there. So check it out, really good place. So tiny little town, pretty sleepy town, but just riding around, checking things out, and heading back to the campground.
Breaking new ground. You wonder how I do it. Oh, it's just a feeling. It's just a feeling running through my veins. A fire side breaking all the chains. It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling and I can't slow.
Hey everyone, it is Memorial Day, Monday morning. We are headed home. We've got about an 11-hour drive. Spent the weekend, long weekend in Gaffney, we're headed to Gaffney, South Carolina. We are in Lake Greenwood State Park in Greenwood, 96, South Carolina. Met up with some friends, had a really good time. Hey, despite the fact that the campground isn't probably what I'd come back to. Extremely tight, extremely crowded, which I get, it's a holiday weekend. But if you saw the video, we were about 14 inches from being level, and most everybody else the same way. There was some that were worse than this one. So unless you've got a tent or a small tag along, you're not going to be able to get level without bringing a lot of blocks and wood and everything else. So keep that in mind. But beautiful sight, right on the water. We were in site 53. Our buddies were in site 51. Right on the water. Holiday weekend, it was 40 with tax. It was right at 49.50. So say $50. So headed up 26 to 85 to 77 to 81 to head home and try to avoid as much of the race traffic as we can. But we know we're going to sit in traffic. So it is what it is. So thanks for joining. Give us a like, subscribe. Doesn't hurt you, helps us. You got any comments? You ever stayed here? Let us know. You got other state parks or other places to go in South Carolina? Let us know. We're thinking next year for Memorial Day we want to go to Hilton Head. We know there's a couple places down there, a couple RV resorts. Is probably what we want to look at. Not sure which one we want to go to. So if you've been there, give us a heads up. Put it down in the comments. Let us know what's going on. Other than that, hit the road. So we're on 26 headed north, and you can see on this sign here, we are going past Cowpens, South Carolina. Who names a town Cowpens? I'd like to know the whole story behind that. But this is exit 83 on 26. And once you get up past here and you head towards Gaffney, that's where you're going to find Freightliner custom chassis. So if you're on a Super C S2 RV, even a school bus, or a Freightliner A-frame, there, take a look there. And that was Cowpens. Anyhow, the reason I mentioned Gaffney with Freightliner custom chassis, if you want to know where that was nice, this guy just to pull in front of me, but if you want to know where the bones of your RV started, you can take a tour there at Gaffney. I'd highly recommend it. It's pretty fun. Been there, done that. You can see 3 different lines. Like I said, there's school buses built there. There's the Super Cs just on the S2 chassis, not the M2 chassis. Along with that, like I said, some A's. So pretty neat to see. Really neat, really cool people. They build a great chassis. Obviously, we love our S2 chassis. This is the second one we've had. Even a third one that we had ordered. And then once we get right up above there, we'll be in a little town called Kings Mountain. So anybody that knows me and knows what I do, I run warehouses around the country. I got 2 of them in Kings Mountain, North Carolina. So I'm down in this area quite a bit, and that's how I got a chance to go down to Gaffney and see where these things were built. So get a chance, go check it out. In the meantime, pups are in the back sleeping. Heather's over there watching Adventure Bandits. So if you get a chance, see some really good content, check out the Adventure Bandits on YouTube. They always have really good videos. They go to a lot of places. They have a lot of fun. They're always camping with a large group of people, just having a great time. So check them out on YouTube at the Adventure Bandits. See you up the road. How was your holiday weekend?
It's good. The campground was a little, I don't know, sketchy, I guess, but
Sketchy in what way?
I don't know. Just campground like we've never been to before. But it was a good time with friends and just checking out a new area.
What do you like the most?
Probably our view of the lake. That's about it.
What about when we went to get something to eat at the Soul Food Diner?
Okay, you know I'm not a fan of buffets, and this was
That's all they offered was a buffet.
buffet, and a small one, and it was definitely Southern comfort foods. But the little town was nice. But it was what, Lake Greenwood in
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
But now we're stuck in traffic.
Yeah, now we're stuck in traffic on 77, waiting to get up on 81. And we've been in traffic for an hour to go maybe 10 miles. Anybody's come up 77 as you're getting into Virginia, you know you got some steep mountains there, so that slowed everybody down where 74 enters, then up the mountain, and now we're a mile marker 12 and 13 looks like. Accident on the road, so going to slow us down a little bit. When we get up on 81, it's going to be the same way. Roanoke's going to back up. It's just part of travel, I guess, especially holiday weekend travel.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, ciao.